Perfect. So now we've looked at chapter 1. Let's look at chapter 2. Component 2, collection and presentation of, description of data. Data tells you this is stats. Okay. So little things like mean, mode, median, those like basic stuff. Alright, so here, data collection, presentations, measure of locality. Locality is looking at things like averages, okay, like the middle point. Dispersion is looking at like how far away is something from, let's say, an average. Okay, so if you get an average, let's say the class average for the subject is 50. Okay, are you sitting on this side below average, maybe 40, or are you sitting that side above average, maybe 70? Okay, so average is the locality. Okay, that would be like a middle point. Okay, kind of. Right, like the middle. Right, and then your dispersion is how far away are you from the middle. Okay, then you've got box and whiskers diagram. That's just a way to represent data. Alright, so here they talk about information. Here they talk about collecting information. This would be like statistics. Getting data and then compiling the data and then creating an analysis. Okay, sampling. What does sampling mean? Sampling means choosing the data you are going to use. Alright, so for example, if we're looking at the average, let's say, what can we use? Height. And then what would we do? We would choose random people. Okay, we'll choose maybe people from this province, the next province, all 9 provinces. We'll choose maybe 100 people from all 9 provinces, measure their average height, and then say, well, the average height of the population is X or Y. Okay. Alright, so here's an example. A printing company, print page, has 30 clients with the following outstanding balances. Okay, so how many clients? 30. Client 1 to client 30. Their balance is how much they owe the business. Did you agree?
Yes.
Okay, so if you wanted to know what the average was, you would have to take all of that and all of that, and then you would work out mean. Okay, I want to show you how to do this on the calculator. Okay, so let me grab the Casio, shift clear the memory. Okay, shift clear the memory, all, reset, yes, AC, okay, fine. Alright, so now, what do I want? I want stats. So I go to setup, I choose option 2, stats mode. Then I choose option 1, 1 variable. Okay, I've got how many inputs? 30 inputs. I'm going to put in the balances. Okay, so I put in 25. 25, next one. 0, next one, 605. Next one, 1010. Next. 527, next. 34 plus 245 plus 59 plus 667 plus 403 plus 918 plus 801 plus 227 plus 0 plus 47 plus 0 plus 102 plus 215 plus 429 plus 197 plus 159 plus 279 plus 115 plus 27 plus 27 plus 291 plus 16 plus 0 plus 402 plus 570. Ooh, I didn't put the last one in right. So yeah, go back up, delete, go back up. Up. Let's just put in one there. Okay, delete that, delete. This should have been 570. Okay, now I've got all that input. See, I can scroll up and down. Okay, I can scroll up and down, I can see all the stuff. Okay, so that's what I've done. What did the first question ask for? Oh, it didn't ask for anything. Okay, well, I'll make a question for it. Okay, so if you enter all of that into your calculator, okay, then what must you do? Well, if you want the mean is the average. Do you agree? Okay, so average, you could add up all of this stuff. You could add up the total and you would get an amount here. And then you would divide it by the number of observations. How many observations do you have? 30. Okay, if I sum up all of this, 25 plus 0 plus 6,5 plus, if I add up all of that stuff. On that calculator, can you add up all that stuff? Quickly. Okay, and I'll show you how to do it on this calculator. You should get 83 97.
Yeah.
Ooh, adding went wrong somewhere. Do it again.
10.
Careful, you typed something in wrong. Exactly. Okay, then what do? You divide it by 30. So divide that by 30. That's the average. What is it?
279.9.
Like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
no.
279.
279.9. Okay, that's the average. Do you agree?
Yes.
Right. Did you have to do that way? No, you don't. Okay, once I've typed everything in the stats mode, what do? AC, shift, stats. What do I want? I want a variable, 5. What variable represents average? You've probably read this before. X bar.
Yeah.
X bar is your average. You press 2 equals, there's the answer.
Okay.
Okay. Then, if you want standard deviation, okay, that's X bar. X bar is the average, which you get on the calculator. If you want standard deviation, just want to see the format on your calculator, you go shift stats, you go variable 5. Okay, standard deviation on your calculator is X, that little symbol, N minus 1. Okay, if you type that into your calculator, 4 option, there's the standard deviation, 293,19. That's standard deviation. Okay, we'll look at more examples. I want to find one where they've done it. Okay, this is stratified sampling. All of that you can have a look at. Let's just talk about grouping. Grouping. Okay, they don't even give it to you there. Okay, so then later on, if they give us questions, I'll show you how to do it on the calculator. Okay, presentations is how do we present information in terms of diagrams. Okay, so can I use a pie chart? I can if I want to. Okay, and I can show a percentage of 100. Right, can I do a bar graph? Yes, I can if I want to. Okay, that's ways of presenting data or information. Okay, so here they gave you lots of information, data. Okay, and then they ask you to obviously present it in some ways. So what ways did they ask you? Okay, they've asked you to calculate some stuff. Minimum and maximum. Okay, minimum is the smallest, maximum is the biggest. I think the calculator can do that. Let's check. Yes, min or max 6. Okay, good. Alright, so let's use this as an example. Where's the data? Did they use this data? Is this a follow through? I hope so. I hope.
No.
Is it not? Okay, then let's not do it because it might not get what's here. Okay, let's find an example where it is complete. Okay, let's see. This is the what do they call these again? Where they do this cross out.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I forget what they call, like matchsticks or something. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, that's just ways of representing. There's another one. What is this? This is a histogram. Okay, histogram because it's continuous. Okay, bar graphs are separate.
Yes.
A bar graph has this, a gap in between.
Yeah.
Okay, and then another one. Right. There's a pie chart. Okay, all of this you can actually look at. It's just ways of drawing graphs. I doubt you're going to have to draw graphs. Why? It's multiple choice. So you'll have to read the graph perhaps.
Yeah.
Okay, cumulative means add up. Okay, add up means, so for example, if I start at 0, I'm going to add a portion, then I'm going to add some more, then I'm going to add some more, I'm going to add some more, and it goes up. Okay, so cumulative means to keep adding. Okay. This is the stem and the leaf graph. Okay, so stems and leaves. Stem is the 1, the leaf is the digit, so that'll be 19. So that's actually 19, then you've got 16, then you've got 16, and then you've got 4. Okay, those are the 4 data observations that you have in the set.
Why do you have 4 and not 14?
14, sorry.
Oh,
yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's 19, 16, 16, 14. Then here you have 24, 29, 26, 22, 22. Okay, those are all your data sets. Okay. Frequency is how often something occurs. Okay, so here they're asking the stems. How often does the stem occur? 4 times. How often does the stem 2 occur? 5 times. Okay. Frequency just means how often something occurs. Okay. Alright, so we've done all that. Let's see. Okay, here's an exercise. Okay, here they want drawing. Okay, drawing you don't have to do, so don't worry about that. I want to get measures like mean. I want to get standard deviation and that. So, unfortunately, they don't ask for that here. Oh, here, now they do. Right, so it's 2.3. Measures of locality. Okay. Measures of locality. Okay, mean is the first one. What else? Mean, we'll discuss the calculation. Median. What else? Mean, median, mode. Mode. Mean, median, mode. That's it. Oh, then you've got dispersion. Okay, let's deal with dispersion as well. Dispersion, you see, dispersion means how far away are you from the middle point. See the average. Okay, we spoke about that earlier. So if your average in the class is 50, are you below average or are you above average?
Yes.
Okay, that's dispersion. Dispersion is looking at how far away are you from what's expected. Okay, we would expect students to get an average of 50. There will be some above and some below average, but on average, 50 is probably what you're going to see. Okay, so there's a variance and they do the calculation. Okay, so I want to write these down as well. Standard deviation and then variance. Okay, mean, mode, mean, does mode? Yeah, mode can be worked on the calculator. Mean, mode, standard deviation, variance can be worked on the calculator. But variance and standard deviation are important. Okay, so this you need to study. Standard deviation is equal to the square root of the variance. That's standard deviation. Okay, so if I square root the variance, I get the standard deviation. Or if I square the standard deviation, if I square it, I'm going to get the variance. Okay, so that's something that you need to learn. The calculator won't do that for you. The calculator will give you standard deviation, and then you need to square it to get the variance. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here's one. This selling prices. Okay, I want to check if they gave you all here. Okay, there's mean, so they did. There's variance. There's standard deviation. Perfect. Okay, so let's use this as an example. Alright, so I'm going to use this one, and we're going to do it on the calculator. Okay, so what do? Second function, clear the calculator. Okay, so you do it. Second function, clear the calculator. That's 9. All, clear all. Have you cleared it?
Yes.
Okay, so then go shift stat. Okay, mode first. Yes. Okay, then option 2 stats. Okay, now you're in stats mode, right?
Yes.
Then you choose option 1. Okay, now you insert the data. Right, so the data is given as follows. Yeah, just take it from your question. Insert all the data. In other words, this. Is it in there? Okay, let's check. Alright, to make sure they're all right. 1630 15 4 yes, yes, yes. Fine, happy with the data. Okay, so now you've got all the data in here, right? Okay, so now what do? Well, if I want mean, I want x bar. Okay, so x bar, we know that's the answer, right? But I don't want to work it out using this. I want to work it out using the calculator. So then I press AC. Okay, then get to this clear screen. As long as stats there, shift stats. Then I want variable 5 and I want x bar 2 equals. There's the answer. Okay. Right, what else do they want? They want standard deviation. Do we need to do all this? No. Okay, AC, shift, stat, variable 5, and then I'm looking for this. X, that, n minus 1. Okay, that's the button I want on my calculator in stats mode. Okay, there's the answer, right? No, that's not the answer. Where's the standard deviation? There's the standard deviation. There's it, right?
Yeah.
4. There's it. Okay.
Also,
Right.
I just need to practice that.
And then standard deviation to variance. The calculator won't give you this because that's variance. But once you've got this answer, what do you do to get variance? You square it. Okay, standard deviation squared equals variance. Okay, so on my calculator, I square this. Square equals, there's the answer.
That's so cool.
Okay, alright, so that's how you do it. You don't do it manually. Okay, then quartiles are just looking at quarters, so 25% increments. 25%, 50%, 75%, 100%. Okay, that's looking at the quartiles. Quartiles. Okay, and then they explain that here. So it's looking at the percentage of, okay, the 25%, the 50%, the 75%. Okay, to get the one quartile, see, the middle is lying between these two quartiles. So, for example, I start at 0, I've got 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. Okay, so obviously if I want to get 50%, if I know what this is, which is quartile 1, and I know what this is, which is quartile 3, I can add those two together, divide it by 2, and it'll give me the 50%. That's what the formula is saying. Okay. It's just position. Yeah, okay. Coefficient of variation, okay, that you need to study. There's the formula. Standard deviation over mean, make sure you study and know that. That won't be given, unless it's in the formula sheet. It might be actually. Yes, it is. There's it. CV in the formula sheet, they give you S over X bar. You just need to know that S is standard deviation, mean is average. Okay. Right, that's all CV. Okay, those are calculations. Okay, Bosque and whisker diagrams. Okay, it's looking at this. Alright, so when you're looking at a box and a whisker, you've got these quartiles. See, Q1, Q2, Q3. Those are the quartiles. And then the whiskers These whiskers, that's called a whisker. Okay, the whisker is for the minimum and the maximum. Okay, then you've got the interquartile range. Okay, you've got the 75%, 50%, 25%. Okay, that's how you draw a box and a whisker. Okay, the largest value, which is the max, the smallest value, which is the min, and then you've got the interquartile ranges, Q1, Q2, and Q3.
Okay.
Okay, great. Cover another chapter.